Most of the time when I'm making videos, I'm talking about some technical detail of a programming language or some other aspect of computer science. But every once in a while I get to talk about real life. So this is one of those moments. And I don't have any slides about it. I just wanted to share 3 thoughts with you as you finish this first course in computer science here at Berkeley. The first is about freedom. You've learned to do something valuable, something useful in programming computers. And that means that lots of people are going to want to work with you or have you work for them. And that gives you the freedom to decide what to work on. And it turns out that there are too many computing problems for us to solve them all right now. So what you decide to work on really is going to affect what gets done in the world. And so you should think about that, not just take the job that gives you the best snacks at their info session, but think about what's worth working on since you only have so much time. And I won't tell you exactly what to work on. I mean, that's up to you. But I would say that it's worth building stuff that matters to the world. And that's good for the world, but it's also good for you. Like, I know a lot of people who have built a lot of software and done other things with their careers as well. And I think if the folks that are in my stage of life, somewhere in the middle, tend to be most fulfilled, not because they've optimized for the size of their paycheck, but because they've done something that's appropriate for them, something that they're excited about and that they're glad they contributed to. And usually, fulfilling work is something that has a mixture of 3 elements. One is that you work on something that you're good at. Another is that you like what you're working on. And a third is that it's useful to the world in some way. If you can find something that's all 3 of those, well, then it's a pretty good bet. And finding that thing might take a while. I didn't discover teaching until I was a graduate student, after my first job out of college. And it turned out that that was the thing that I wanted to spend most of my time on. So just keep looking around and thinking about building what matters as you go and apply this skill of computing. The second is about power. The world's changing really fast, faster than ever before, and because of technology. And one of the consequences of that is that the people developing technology are accumulating a lot of power. Power in terms of wealth, but also in terms of political and intellectual influence on the world. Which means that the people in this class are going to be the ones shaping the future of the world when you go out there after finishing your education. So don't screw it up. Try to build a world that we all want to live in. And one thing I'd encourage you all to do is try to create a world in which lots of people can contribute to it. We tend to think, as we look back on history, that just a few individuals changed the course of history and created the world we have today. But I don't think that's true. I think the world we have today is due to contributions of millions of people in the past who all did their part. And if we can build a world where lots of people can contribute productively, live up to their potential, well, then it'll be a better world for us all. And the third thing I wanted to say is about self-worth. I'll tell you a little story. It was my wedding day, and my mom pulled me aside, and she said, "John, I want to tell you something." And I thought she was going to tell me, listen to your wife or something like that. But instead what she said was, "Don't compare." These 2 words turned out to mean a lot to me. They were very difficult for me to accept at the time. I was still a student, and universities seemed to be all about comparing one person to another, based on their grades or exam scores. But out there in real life, how you compare to somebody else doesn't matter very much at all. What does matter is what you're capable of, what you do, how you choose to spend your time, and what impact you have on the world. And so it turns out your self-worth has nothing to do with what other people achieve, and has everything to do with what you achieve. So this phrase, "don't compare," has stuck with me throughout my whole life ever since my mom told me that. I hope it sticks with you, and that it's not a good idea to spend your time comparing yourself to other people, and just focus on improving yourself. Okay, that's what I've got to say about life. Thanks so much for enrolling in this course. I hope it's been valuable. It certainly has been fun for me.